If you never heard of the name Mike Judge, then you've probably heard of Beavis and Butthead, King of the Hill, and movies like Idiocracy. Because Mike Judge created all of them. But there is one film that he created that has become legendary and timeless. And that movie is Office Space. So Office Space is one of my top 10 favorite movies of all time, and it is my personal favorite comedy. And this thing was created based upon a short cartoon that he created called Milton, which is this character right here, the guy who loves his red swing line stapler. And ever since I saw this, I fell in love with it right away, and I've been watching it ever since. And so today we're gonna go ahead and open this up and check out some TPS reports. So anyone who knows the history of Office Space knows that this was a box office flop. I think it was made for around $10 million and it made about $12 million. But it wasn't until it came out on DVD and was shown on Comedy Central that it really became the cult classic that it is today. And something very similar has happened to Idiocracy, where it didn't do great at the box office, but it also has a cult following, although not at these levels. So this is just the Blu-ray, and at this time, I don't think there is a 4K. I hope there is. And let's see what we have in here. So it's very simple. That's all we have, Office Space. And if there ever is a 4K of this, I am definitely picking it up. But that is Office Space Blu-ray. So let's go ahead and check this out. Wow, as always, I never ever get tired of TPS reports. And after seeing this Blu-ray edition, I really wanted to go back and review and talk about the reasons why I feel this is a perfect comedy, at least for me. And it all starts off with the characters. This is one thing that Mike Judge is a master of. No matter what he creates, the characters are always the things that stick out because he writes them in a way that these are real people. These are people that you can relate with and understand. And that's why his characters are so memorable and why they work so well in these comedic settings. So starting off with Ron Livingston as Peter Gibbons, he's a person who you could understand because he is the everyday average person going to work and really hating what they do. But also he has some really awesome friends, starting with Samir and then Michael Bolton. And that's a joke in and of itself. But he also has other friends like Lawrence, who shows up briefly in the movie, and also other side characters surrounding this entire movie. And of course, we have Jennifer Anderson playing Joanna, who plays a large part in this movie. And even though she is the biggest star in this movie, she doesn't really overshadow anything. She's just complimentary to everybody. And so the core group of characters, they are really fun and memorable. However, it's these other side characters, or I would say more of the main characters if you actually watch it a lot of times, because I think about them the most, that really make this the classic that it is. Starting off with, of course, Lumbergh. This is played by Gary Cole. He's the boss that everybody absolutely hates, coming and asking Peter about his TPS reports and having him work on the weekends and just being a complete ass. I think everybody hates him. He's that type of boss. And the performance by Gary Cole is just perfect, because whenever I worked in these office type settings, especially in an IT company, which I did work, and very similar to Initech, he's exactly those type of bosses that I think everybody knows but absolutely hates. And so Lumbergh is probably one that most people would associate with Office Space because of those scenes and the TPS reports. However, the other one that for me is probably the most likable and memorable is, of course, Milton, played by Stephen Root, and that character is just awesome. He has these big glasses, can't see his eyes. He has this red swing line stapler, and as a matter of fact, the red swing line stapler did not exist until after this movie. It became so popular that Swingline actually made a red stapler, and as far as I know, it's one of their best-selling stapler colors. And Milton is that type of character, and in real life, that you know they're there, but you really don't. They kind of just like blend into the background, and they're invisible. But if you mess with them enough, you keep moving them around, eventually they're gonna burn down your office. And Milton, he's just one of those that I'll remember forever. No matter what movie I watch, there's really no character like Milton. I love that character. And then the overall story itself, it is a simple story on the surface. You know, it's about these guys who hate what they're doing, and then they kind of get back at the company by taking just a little bit from the company. But what it's really about at the core is just people. It's not even about this whole office setting. It's about these type of people in your life, and also living this type of life where it's mundane, it's the same thing over and over, and you feel trapped, you know, and you can't really be yourself, and you can't really enjoy your life. And I think that's something that everybody can relate with, and that's why I feel Office Space is such a perfect comedy and movie about real life people and real life settings. And that's about the overall general that I could give about this movie. I love this movie so much because it is relatable, and the humor in this, the comedic timing is just amazing. Everybody here gives just incredible performances. And once again, they do it in a way that, you know, you can relate with. This is something that probably happens in your real life. Like for me, I remember the printers actually being broken a lot of times. And so whenever we have that infamous scene of Peter, Michael Bolton, Samir destroying that printer in a rap background song, that's something that I've always wanted to do myself. And yeah, that's another legendary scene. So overall, as you can tell, I absolutely love this film. And when it comes to the Blu-ray, at least for me right now, this is the best quality until a 4K comes out. I really do hope that a 4K special edition comes out. And in terms of special features, there is a 27-minute featurette that I think was released in 2005. And it is a really, really great feature. It has all the characters talking about a lot of time with Mike Judge, and it goes through a lot of things. And so this is definitely well worth it with the special features involved. However, like I said, if they ever do release a special boutique label, I'm hoping Arrow Video does it. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of other things that could add to Office Space in the future. So anyways, if you haven't gotten Office Space, I highly recommend you just go ahead and buy it. You would not be disappointed. And maybe you'll be able to get those TPS reports ready tomorrow. So if you actually had any thoughts on this, be sure to leave in the comments area below. And if you did want to see more of my movie reviews, I do have an entire playlist. I'll leave that in the description area below. Hey geeks, if you are a brand new creator and you simply want something easy to get you started, well, I got something for you with my Creator Starter Kit. This is a super simple step-by-step guide that's going to take you from having no channel to developing your very first YouTube channel, along with ideas, thumbnail designs, and other creator tips, including marketing. And the best part is, all of this is free. Simply head over to the link below, check out my page, and get started creating.